from John R. Lewis. Georgetown Day. And the Potomac School meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everyone. I'm Hillary Howard. So glad you've joined us for It's Academic, now in its 60th season, and brought to you, as it has been for more than 50 years, by Giant Food. Okay, let's meet the teams, and we begin with John R. Lewis High School in Springfield, Virginia.
My name is Kylie. I'm 16 and a junior from Lewis High School, and I'd like to thank our principal, Mr. Smith.
Hello, my name is Edward. I'm a 16-year-old junior attending John R. Lewis High School, and I'd like to thank all our other teammates.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Machado. I'm 16 years old, and I'd like to thank my two coaches, Miss Evans and Mr. O'Brien.
Beautiful. Well, let's begin, shall we? In this round, questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. Here we go. Haze usually lifts. You'll get a lift if you can find hidden in this phrase the name of what chief Greek god, the equivalent of the Roman god Jupiter.
Conferring Zeus.
Zeus.
Final answer, Zeus.
Zeus it is. Supervise, surrender, summarize. Which of these words is most similar to the word capitulate?
Conferring. Surrender?
Yeah, go with surrender.
Final answer, surrender.
Yeah, you did it. Surrender. Mandibles. What you see here is a paraphrase title of what Peter Benchley novel about a hungry shark?
Conferring.
Jaws.
Jaws.
Final answer, Jaws.
Yes, it is Jaws. Caterpillar to coral. You check this volume of an old encyclopedia to find information about what kind of very small dog that's named for a state of Mexico.
Conferring.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Yeah, final answer, Chihuahua.
I want to bark really in a high pitch, but I can't do it. Forgiveness is God's command. These are the commanding words of what 16th century German religious reformer who started the Reformation.
Conferring. Martin Luther. Final answer, Martin Luther.
Yeah, it's Martin Luther. Well done, John Lewis. You've got 200 points. Time to meet the team from the Georgetown Day School in Washington, D.C.
Hey, Hillary, it's good to be here. I'm Arthur, a 17-year-old senior from Georgetown Day. I'd like to thank our coaches, Abe Pachikara and Sue Eichenberry, for helping us get here today.
Hi, I'm Celia. I'm a senior at Georgetown Day, and during quarantine, I've been reading a lot of books and spending time with my dog. I'd like to thank our alternates, Pierce and Ethan, for being here today.
Hello, my name's Caleb. I am a senior from Georgetown Day School. I would like to thank our friends and family and other supporters for their constant support for us, and we would not be here without you.
That's beautiful. All right, here we go, guys. First question. Within this environmentally correct statement, you can find the name of what mythical winged horse?
It's Pegasus, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Direct Pegasus.
Yes, it is Pegasus. Insolvency, repugnance, agility. To be a successful gymnast, you must have which of these qualities?
Conferring
She's
agility.
got
Yeah.
agility. Right? Okay. Direct agility.
Yes, I would love some more agility. The red vowel. Here you have a paraphrase of the title of what Hawthorne novel about Hester Prynne?
Is it
Scarlet
It's the
Letter.
Scarlet Letter. Yeah, direct the Scarlet Letter.
It is the Scarlet Letter. Giza to gyroscope. This is the volume of an old encyclopedia that would give you information about what largest Asian desert?
The Gobi.
Gobi.
That's in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, direct to Gobi.
It is Gobi. United we stand, divided we fall. This popular phrase is the official motto of what bluegrass state whose capital is Frankfurt?
Kentucky.
This is
Yeah,
Kentucky, yeah.
direct Kentucky.
Yeah, it's Kentucky. Well done, Georgetown Day, 200 points. Well, this is a momentous day here on It's Academic. We get to introduce a new team, the Potomac School from McLean, Virginia.
Hi, I'm Damien. I'm a senior. I also do the National History Bee, and I'd like to thank our coach, Mr. Takach.
Hi, I'm Hadley from the Potomac School. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our alternates, Andrew, Ainsley, and Jack.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a 16-year-old junior at the Potomac School. I'd like to thank our head of the upper school, Mr. Doug McLean, for coming out here to support us today.
Very good, and we're really happy you guys have joined us. Here's the first question. The lenient judge. Take a severe look at this phrase, and you can find the hidden name of what mythical beauty whose abduction caused the Trojan War.
Concurring, I think, or conferring, I think it's Helen.
Yeah, Helen.
Final answer, Helen.
Helen it is. Apoplexy, stridency, solace. A person who comforts you in times of sorrow is giving you which of these?
I think it's Solace.
I think it's Solace, yeah. Final answer, Solace.
It is solace, nice. A Noel Song. This is a paraphrase of the title of what Dickens' story about a miser who becomes a nice guy after being visited by Marley's ghost?
I think it's a Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it's A Christmas Carol. You got it. RHODESIA to SELMA. You'd look in this volume of an old encyclopedia to find information on what peninsula where Norway and Sweden are located.
It's Scandinavian Peninsula.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Scandinavian. Dressed in gray, second-hand suits. These words were used to describe what common city birds, a variety of which were used to carry messages during World War I.
I think it's pigeons.
Yeah, the answer is pigeons. Nice way to start off, Potomac. You got them all right. That's 200 points. We have reached the time for the picture perfect round. Questions are worth 20 points up or down, 10 points off if you fail to answer. Here we go, John Lewis. This black mineral is hematite, a main source of what metallic element whose atomic number is 26 and whose symbol is F as in Frank, E as in Edward, Fe.
Conferring iron.
Yeah.
Final answer, iron.
You've got it, it's iron. Scarlet ibises like this make their home in what Caribbean island joined politically with Tobago?
Conferring.
It's Trinidad.
Final answer, Trinidad.
Yes, it is Trinidad, nice. Gory moment. Rearrange the letters in this phrase to name what World War II British field marshal who won the Battle of Alamein and later commanded Allied ground forces on D-Day.
Conferring Montgomery.
Yeah.
Final
Yes.
answer, Montgomery.
Montgomery is right. John Lewis, you have 260 points. Well done. Okay, Georgetown Day, you're up for the picture perfect round. First question. This William Henry Jackson painting shows pioneer wagons heading for what main tributary of the Mississippi?
Probably the, wait, what? The Missouri, right?
The Missouri, right?
Yeah,
I
it's gotta
guess.
be.
Wait, I direct the Missouri?
Yes, it is. It's the Missouri. You got it. Here you see a ceremonial spoon from what West African country where diplomats dine in Monrovia, the capital?
It's gotta be Liberia, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it's Liberia. It's
Yeah.
not Sierra Leone, right? Okay, direct
It's not
Liberia.
Sierra Leone.
Okay, direct Liberia.
Yep, it's Liberia. Where can we get more red shirts? Might have been a text from what Italian revolutionary leader who headed the red shirts in the fight for Italian unification?
Yeah, confirm Garibaldi.
Direct Garibaldi.
Yeah, you're right. It is Garibaldi. 260 points, Georgetown Day. Okay, Potomac School, you're up. Here's your first question for the picture perfect round. Archaeologists in Turkey were thrilled to find this skeleton dating back to what age, named for an alloy of copper and tin?
I think it's bronze, guys.
I think it's
Bronze.
Yep, it is bronze. Flowers like these are a common sight in what island nation whose capital is Nassau?
You think
I think
it's the Bahamas?
The Bahamas.
Yeah, it's the Bahamas. I have a system to destroy and no time to waste. What white abolitionist wrote these words in the first edition of The Liberator, the newspaper he founded in 1831?
I think it's William Lloyd Garrison.
William Lloyd Garrison is right, Potomac School. Well done. You've got 260 points. All right, it's time to meet the coaches and principal from John R. Lewis High School in Springfield, Virginia. Kylie, tell us about them.
I'd like to introduce our coaches, Mr. O'Brien and Miss Evans, and our principal, Mr. Smith.
Miss Evans, Mr. O'Brien, so glad you're with us. And Mr. Smith, tell us about these students.
They represent us well, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. So we're just looking forward to this opportunity today.
Beautiful, and we're so grateful that you're here showing so much support. Thank you for that. It is time for the packet round. In this round, John R. Lewis, your questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. And if you get all of the questions right, woo, there's a 25-point bonus. Here's your first question. Each year on March 14th, Mathematicians all over the world celebrate what mathematical constant that begins with 3.14?
Conferring pi. Final answer pi.
Yes, it is pi. Because potatoes were first grown in the Andes, the International Potato Center is located in what South American country, once the home of the Incas?
Conferring.
Peru.
Okay, final answer Peru.
Yes, it is Peru. Here's your science question. Reflection, refraction, diffusion. When a beam of light passes through a prism, it is bent as it emerges. Which of these terms refers to the bending of that light?
Conferring. Refraction.
Yeah, I think so.
Final answer refraction.
Refraction is right. Everyone likes flattery, but a trip to Cape Flattery will take you to what West Coast state whose capital is Olympia?
Conferring. California?
It's Washington.
Oh, Washington. Okay. Final answer Washington.
That's it, Washington. At the start of the 20th century, one of the most popular authors in America was what Englishman, whose works include The Jungle Book and Kim?
Conferring.
Rudyard Kipling.
Okay, final answer Richard Kipling.
Rudyard Kipling is nice. Well done, Nicholas. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer. No pencils to
Conferring.
paper, guys.
Oh, sorry.
I need an answer.
The answer
Conferring.
is 30.
30. Final
30.
answer 30.
That's it. Nice. In 1814, the positions of Secretary of State and Secretary of War were both held by what man who would later become our 5th president?
Conferring.
It's James
Thomas.
Monroe.
Okay, James Monroe. Final answer James Monroe.
James Monroe is right. You guys haven't missed a question yet. 25-point bonus and a score of 425 points. Let's meet the coaches and alternates from Georgetown Day. Who's with you, Arthur?
So today we have our two wonderful alternates, Ethan Wolin and Pierce DeCane, as well as our two fantastic coaches, Sue Eichenberry and Abe Pachikra.
All right. Thank you so much, Ethan and Pierce and Ms. Eichenberry, always. Mr. Pachikra, tell us about this team.
They are doing so much. We are so proud for the work they have put in. We know they're going to be amazing, and good luck.
So good to see you here, Mr. Pachikra, and of course, Ms. Eichenberry and Ethan and Pierce. Awesome having all that support for this team. As we begin the packet round, here's your first question. For almost 4,000 years, the world's tallest man-made structure was what geometric tomb that rises 482 feet above the Egyptian desert?
This is
The Great Pyramid.
Right? Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Direct the Great Pyramid.
Yes, it is, the Great Pyramid. According to the Society of Adolescent Medicine, adolescence extends to what age 8 years older than the minimum voting age in federal elections?
Gotta be. Is
So
it
26.
confirmed?
Yeah, 26, right? That's 18 plus
Yeah.
8, right? Okay. Direct 26.
26 is correct. Here's your science question. Lymph nodes, thyroid, liver. Prothrombin, a substance important in the coagulation of blood, is formed in which of these, a hepatic organ?
It's gotta be
That's
the
the
liver.
liver. That's the
That's the
liver,
liver,
yeah.
yeah.
Direct
Yeah.
the liver.
Liver is right. After 1862, settlers in the U.S. were granted 160 acres of land under what act?
Is it the Homestead Act?
Act, yeah. Direct the Homestead Act.
Homestead Act is right. Insecticide would have been a big threat to Gregor Samsa, who turned into a giant insect in what story by Kafka?
Metamorphosis.
confirms the
It's
metamorphosis.
metamorphosis. Yeah, direct metamorphosis.
Yeah, what a way to go. Math question. Solve for y.
Okay, so 1, right? Y equals 1. I'm not rated here.
Yeah.
Y equals 1, direct.
Yes, 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 you're right. It was not until 1880 that the West Coast was visited by an incumbent president. What 19th chief executive who defeated Tilden in a disputed election?
Hayes.
Yeah.
Direct Hayes.
It is Rutherford B. Hayes. Nice job, Georgetown. You've got a 25-point bonus and 425 points. Time to meet the coach and head of school from the Potomac School. Damien, who's with you?
With us today, we have Mr. McLean, the head of the upper school, and Mr. Tkach, our coach.
Mr. Tkach, so great to have you with us. And Mr. McLean, this is the first time Potomac School has been on its academics, so welcome. And tell us about your team.
Well, thank you so much, Hillary. It's really a delight to be on It's Academic for the first time. I'm really happy to be in support of our students. I applaud their initiative and curiosity and joy of learning that they bring.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tkach and Mr. McLean, for supporting these students the way you have. And it's time to see what they can do in this packet round. So here we go. First question, guys. Despite its name, Gobbler's Knob in Pennsylvania is not the home of a turkey, but of what burrowing animal that looks for its shadow on February 2nd?
I think it's groundhog.
Yeah, it's the groundhog. Today's traveler can make the trip in a few hours, but in 1864, it took what Union general 24 days to march from Atlanta, Georgia to Savannah?
I think it's Sherman, guys. Sherman.
Yes, it is Sherman. Here's your science question. Anabolism, catabolism, basal metabolic rate. Which of these expressions refers to the process of building up complex organic molecules in the body?
Ben, you got this?
Answer?
I think it's one.
Catabolism.
No, it's anabolism. According to legend, all of the flying carpets in the world were destroyed by what Mongol conqueror who died in 1227?
I think it's Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Yes, it is. To accompany him while he played the violin, Thomas Jefferson kept what type of bird named in the title of a novel by Harper Lee?
Mockingbird, guys. Mockingbird.
Yes, it's mockingbird. Here's your math question. Taking positive roots, evaluate this expression if A equals 9 and giving your answer as an integer.
I think it's 12.
Yeah, I think it's 12.
And you're right, it's 12. We would like to point out that Point 4, a program for sharing technical knowledge with developing countries, was proposed in 1949 by what 33rd president?
I think it's Truman.
Truman.
No, she said 39, so Roosevelt.
Oh, 39th?
No, 1949.
Oh, 19. Oh, yeah.
Oh, 1949. Okay.
Answer?
Truman then.
It is Truman. Well done, Potomac School. 380 points. Time for the grab bag. And of course, Lewis, you're up. Questions in this round are worth 20 points up or down, 30 points for the visual questions. And if you fail to answer, there is a 10-point deduction. Here's the first question. Portions of several western states were formed by what territory settled by Brigham Young and the Mormons?
Conferring.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, final answer Pennsylvania.
No, it's Utah. Choice. The forelimbs of a frog, the wings of a bird, and the arms of a human are homologous structures, meaning they are similar in bone structure, embryonic development, or function.
Conferring. Embryonic development.
What do you think,
I don't
Nick?
think it's that.
I think
Okay.
it might be function.
Need an answer, guys?
Okay, final answer embryonic development.
Yeah, you're right. It is embryonic development. The first Phi Beta Kappa chapter in the country was founded at what Virginia college named for two British monarchs?
Conferring William and Mary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, final answer William and Mary.
It's William and Mary. Nice. On your screens for 30 points. A Russian artist captured the fighting that took place in 1917 in what port city that the Soviets renamed Leningrad?
Conferring St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg is right. Lewis, you only missed one question. You have the very impressive score of 475 points. Georgetown, it's your chance to play the grab bag. Here we go. Herman Melville often wrote about the sea, but his story of Bartleby the Scrivener deals with a clerk who works on what New York financial street?
Is it?
Yeah, it's Wall Street. Yeah, direct Wall Street.
Wall Street it is. Choice. The tissue of plants that conducts water and minerals upwards from the roots is the valine, the pyrrole, or the xylem.
It's multiple choice. It's the xylem. Direct the xylem.
Yeah, it's xylem. The smallest member of the deer family is the poodoo, a rabbit-sized deer in what South American country whose capital is Quito?
Ecuador.
Yeah. Direct Ecuador.
Ecuador it is, on your screens for 30 points. These British ships were outmaneuvered by what French admiral right before the Battle of Yorktown?
Okay, I mean, what is it going to be? I mean, it's Lafayette.
Is it Rochambeau?
It's a
or
Rochambeau. It's
Answer.
Lafayette. Yeah, exactly.
Answer?
Rochambeau, I don't know.
Okay, Director Rochambeau.
No, it's de Grasse.
It's de Grasse. Okay, it's the third one.
But you did really well, Georgetown Day. You've got 455 points. Potomac School, your turn for the grab bag. And considering this is the first time on It's Academic, you're doing pretty well. Only missed one question so far. Here is your first question. All the spice was removed from Lot's life when his wife was turned into a pillar of what seasoning chemically known as sodium chloride?
It's salt, I think. Salt.
Yeah, you're right, it is salt. Choice. The time rate of change of momentum is called energy, force, or angular velocity.
I think it's angular velocity, you guys.
I believe so.
And I need an answer. In 3, 2, 1.
No answer.
It is force. Situated on an island at the tip of the Malay Peninsula is what modern city-state whose name means City of the Lion?
Do you think it's Singapore?
Yeah. Singapore.
It is Singapore. On your screens for 30 points. This 16th century watercolor shows the army of what Spanish conquistador marching through Mexico on his way to conquer the Aztecs?
Do you think it's Cortez?
I think it's Cortez. Cortez.
Cortez it is. Well done, Potomac School. 440 points. Time to announce the winners of this game. And before I do, let me just say how impressive all three teams were. There was only a 35-point spread. Really strong showing. And we begin with the Potomac School from McLean, Virginia. Damian, Hadley, and Ben, 440 points. You only missed 2 questions, guys. Georgetown Day in the district, Arthur, Celia, and Caleb, 455 points. You only missed the last question. And coming back for the playoffs, John R. Lewis from Springfield, Virginia. Kylie, Nicholas, and Edward, 475 points. Well done, guys. So glad you were with us today. And next week we will have Murray, Woodgrove, and St. Stephen's and St. Agnes. I'm Hillary Howard. So glad you were with us this Saturday morning. See you next time. Bye.